Hey guys, welcome back to more Persona 5, and in this episode, we're infiltrating Futaba's palace, the Grand Pyramid. But before we do, it's time to change up our party, because I'll be real with you, Ryuji's just gonna make everyone else look bad by comparison, so you gotta get on the bench for a little bit. So instead we're gonna put Yusuke on, who's gonna do the exact same thing and make everyone else look really bad. So you know, you can only do so much, right? So, next up, we also need to update Morgana's equipment because, well, his stuff's really outdated. So we're going to toss him the SP adhesive to make him stand out a little bit, you know? Even though Joker has the exact same accessory on him. You know what? Hey, I didn't think it out that well, but now that we've taken care of that, our party's looking good. It's time to start on the palace, and man, oh man, I have a lot to say about this place. But before we enter it, I gotta do one thing. This palace so far has to be the best. Like, I'll be real with you, Kanashiro's palace, like, it's okay, but it cannot hold a candle to this goddamn place. First off, that's a ruby every time, but there is a goddamn slide in the pyramid. Look at that pose. And he immediately gets out of it. Makoto's just like, why did he do that? Is he posing for a trailer? Yes, he is. Anyways, let's head straight into the interior of the pyramid, and oh my gosh, I'm so pumped for this. Wait, how do we actually progress? Crap, I just realized. Isn't there a giant door blocking us? Yeah, there is. So my only complaint, and as a guy who loves to complain, that's very rare, about this palace is to figure things out. You have to press an X and examine the door. That's kind of dumb, just saying. I didn't want to do that the first time, so still won't open. I have to give it up. No point sitting around, though. What do you want to do, Joker? Well, I guess we gotta find a key to the door or some way to open it, right? That makes sense. I don't have any idea how to do that. Ooh, still have to investigate every suspicious place we see. Both inside the pyramid and out. Outside! You mean we gotta deal with that heat? Ugh. No complaining. Let's begin our investigation right away. Yeah, there's really no way around it. The door is pretty impenetrable. I mean, come on, Phantom Thieves can't just run straight through the front door, right? Where's the fun in that? So, first, we gotta head outside and look. Yeah, I was leaving, Shadow Futaba. What's up? Come back here. Let's talk for a moment. Okay, that's not creepy at all. Hello, and who does your decorating, ma'am? I must know. Also, I must say you dressed rather nicely for a empress or whatever the crud you are. Welcome back. I thought I'd never see you again. We're only here because we gotta be! I can't believe you're trying to drop a boulder on us! Who wants to steal your goddamn treasure now? We're usually really asking the serious questions. Why don't we make a deal? You wish to proceed further, yes? Duh! A deal, you say? There's a town nearby. I would like to take back that which the bandits stole from me. Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing a town on the way here. If you bring what was stolen back to me, I will give you a reward. I'll even tell you how to proceed. Well, ain't that great? Can't you tell us any more details? Anything about this bandit or what was stolen? That'd be kinda helpful. You'll learn all the information you need once you arrive. I'll need to head outside if we want to go to the town. And go when you're ready, Joker. So yeah, before we actually get to explore this amazing dungeon, we have to go on a quest for, I guess, the Pharaoh? I don't know what she's supposed to be. I guess the Pharaoh would make sense, but it sounds like I'm complaining. I actually love that idea so goddamn much. It's like a mini side quest before the real thing starts, and so we're supposed to get to this town. So that's nearby. We could probably see it from here, right? Good point. Let's observe the surroundings and search for towns that may lie about here. Yeah, so if you... Oh man, that obelisk looks so cool. And yet again, the same sky from Madarame's palace. I don't know why, I really like this. It feels just otherworldly. Must because if you haven't noticed, clouds don't move that fast in real life. But anyways, yeah, to get to the town, you may recall from the animated cutscene that it was right before the pyramid. And in fact, if you just come up here, you can observe it from the distance. Hey, is that the town in the distance? Yes, I see what appears to be buildings over there. Want to head over to the town, Joker? It's pretty far away, so this is my chance to shine. Yes, it is. So let's get in the cat bus again and head to our next destination, which this isn't like a long segment at all. In fact, I like that it's not super long. It's very brief, but also, you know, it's cool because this is like, okay, not modern day Egypt, but it looks close enough and we've arrived. This has to be the city Futaba's shadow mentioned. It looks quite desolate. She said only bandits reside here, but still. Yeah, so this is a very romanticized depiction of a city in Egypt. I mean, it's not 100% like realistic. There's not mummies walking around it though, but like it's obviously not this beat up. And okay, we got the Sandmen, or the Envoy of Slumber. Makes sense. It's kind of like they're holding, you know, bags of money. No, not really. They're not stealing much of anything. They're just giving people stuff. Giving people sleep, precisely. These guys are resistant to Garu, so we really don't want to go with that. Instead, let's go for some physical attacks. For the majority of this palace, we're pretty much going to be spamming those. And let's see, what persona do we want to use? Pretty much Satanta. I really should fuse away Matador, because he's starting to outlive his usefulness. I mean, after the 4th palace, you kind of have to expect that. And let's try Dorman Rush. That should do pretty decent damage. Man, I love the way that one looks, but oh crud, he's going to get up. No, they're going to run! Crap, I can't have that. Let's go ahead and use a Varja Blast. Maybe Makoto can get a crit. God, I love the animation so much. And no, he got away! There goes my money. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Those guys are weak to 0 attacks, which we currently don't have access to, and well, I don't think the security can actually go up here, so that's not a big deal, but oh my boy! Getting Bafula. Nice. Let's get rid of Bufu for that. No reason to have both. And oh man, it's gonna get Speedmaster really soon too. Man, Yusuke's like stride is really in this area. And oh wow, yeah, we can get our like security up. That is not good, even though we're miles away from the palace itself, but oh well. This is where we're supposed to be. I have to say, the mood of this town is definitely strange. I can't sense anyone around. Hi guys, you looking for something? Wait, what? Hello. Yeah, I thought I heard some rustling around here. And how y'all are? Welcome to the desert, fellow trader. What does he mean by trader? Like Pokemon cards you get. We don't care about your welcomes. You're a bandit, right? Just cough up with the thing you stole. Well, ain't this interesting? Group of criminals coming after a fellow trader. Well, you're gonna have to catch me if you want it. Wait, you just had to scare him off, Skull. Yeah, we could have negotiated that. Me? We'll have to talk later. Let's get after him. Yeah. So this is the little chase segment. I don't know, this just feels like Indiana Jones, the way that guy, like, spins his scimitar around. I think that's really cool. And hey, I said wait! You're too slow, moron. You'll never catch me at this rate. Oh, and there he goes. Ran off again. Hurry and catch him fast! Yeah, so this is the whole segment where we're supposed to continue to chase after this guy until he gets to this next point. And you tired already? What about you losers? Grave robbing's a game of stamina, you know. Got away again. It's really pissing me off. We'll never catch him if we do nothing but follow his path. We should corner him somewhere. Corner him? But how? With corners. Let's use that square from earlier. We can sneak around him and trap him there. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Meh. She's a pretty good strategist. I'll give her that. I actually want to show off more of this area, though, once we wrap this up. But yeah, that'll force him to go in there because he wasn't expecting it. And there he goes. Finally chased him to the square. Perfect. Now he has nowhere else to run. Let's do this, Joker. And I need to make sure, yeah, everyone's healed up. Chances are we're going to be fine, even if everyone wasn't. But there he is. The nerd. Surrounded by tires. For some reason. Man, this place is really detailed. Despite how, like, we only come here once. And yo, Bandit, what's the matter? Not running anymore? Didn't even think about coming one step closer. Give us what you stole. Like, I could talk, but, like, come on. You're the only bandit in this entire city. Cough it up. Don't be ridiculous. You gotta let me go. I mean, you guys came to raid the tomb too, right? Why don't we work together and share the plunder? Don't talk to us like we're the same as you. We came here to save Futaba-chan. Now give us back what you stole. So we want to do this no matter what, huh? Well, in that case, I guess I don't have a choice but to transform into my ultimate form, Garuda! Who is, not Egyptian. It's an Indian god, and actually the origin for the Garu spell, which it has full access to. Yeah, what he also has access to is being weak to bullets. Just like every bird enemy ever in any SMT game, it's always weak to gun attacks. I don't really know why, but let's tear him up! Garuda is a very interesting like thing to put in this specific area. I like it a lot, but like legit, making him weak to bullets, especially in Persona 5, where everyone has multiple chances to hit you with bullets. Like, god dang, if you're a shadow and you're weak to that, Good luck to you, man. And it's even one guy. It's just one guy. Like, I really want to show off what Garuda can do, because it's one of my favorite figures in all of mythology. Because he's, you know, also a thief of sorts. But sort of for a noble cause, but... Real talk, like, why would I not exploit your weakness every single turn and just all-out attack you over and over again? And it's kind of a good thing to do that if you are, like, just playing the game at home, because he has access to Brainwash on your whole party. And it's really freaking scary. Because I have 2 healers on my team, so I ain't risking that crap. Freyla should finish him off. He's not gonna have another turn. Yeah, there we go. Nice. So he goes down, the only grave robber in this entire place, and we got back the stolen papyrus. Nice. So now we got that. Guess it's time to head back to the pyramid, right? We won! Oh, he dropped something. Yeah, we already established that from the ending screen, Ryuji. Is this some kind of papyrus parchment? Looks like there's something written inside. Hey, no peeking at girls' belongings without her permission. You know, just what the heck's happening in her heart? There's that bandit, those weird voice saying you killed her, and who knows what else. It's a freaking mess. Futaba's supposed to be the queen of this palace, but even she can't control it? Yeah, she's like a slave in her own pyramid. I don't know. I've never seen a case like this. Well, you've only seen so many. You've seen exactly as many cases as we have, Morgana, right? And regardless, we have no business in this city. So we head back? Well, we kind of do, because, I don't know, it's such a shame. You come to this place for just one very small event, and you rarely get to, like, explore it. There isn't really too much else to do here. Although, I just love the idea of this so much, mostly because it looks like, you know, like Eri, one of my favorite manga ever, but seriously, there's just so much to it and so much detail. It feels so real, man. They did such a great job on the environmental design of this place, but I guess it's not that big. It's pretty much all, like, we explored literally all of it, so might as well head back. It's a very detailed area, but let's be real, there's not really a lot to it. That just shows how much Atlas cares, I guess, but, you know. But yeah, we're back. Well, what now? We've completed Futaba-chan's request. Let's go see her again. Sounds good. I'm curious about the rewards, too. Yeah, hopefully we get something good. That would be really nice. And yeah, I keep forgetting to heal everybody. I don't know why I keep doing that, man. It's really not smart. I don't... like, you should always top yourself off. There's literally no reason not to. I don't know. It's like a bad habit, especially in P5. But yeah, Futaba, we got your crap back. Now what? Could you just lead us to the treasure? That'd be really nice of you. And when I'm squatting down, I'm like as tall as her. Wow, she's really short. We're back. This thing you said was stolen, right? Well done. It is yours now. What? Wait. Didn't you want us to get it back because it's important? Yeah, I guess. What the heck is that? This is a map of the tomb, stolen by the bandit to aid his ransacking of this place. Oh, that's a convenient way to get the map. Or are you letting them just do whatever they want? It's your palace, isn't it? All that matters is that the map is now yours. Just come further in, and... Oh? Wait, what? What in the... Did you just levitate and fly away? What the cr... God dang it. Crap! Oh my gosh. This... Quicksand! Everyone swim with all your might! Poor Morgana. Cats can hardly swim as it is. Well, actually, they kind of can when they want to, but... Yeah. How's that for a starter? And Cat's still alive? Ow. First a boulder, then this? Did we piss her off somehow? Kinda. We did invade her home. I don't think it has anything to do with us angering her. It's like the problem is that she can't control her instinct to push people away from her. Oh, that's actually a way better explanation. Think of it that way. Simple defense mechanism. Concerning what she's been through, I don't blame her for mistrusting others.
We have to help.
Yeah. Joker, let's save her. We gotta help Futaba-chan open the door to her heart. Yeah, but we gotta look out for ourselves first. We gotta get it back up there. Kinda need access to the Velvet Room, and right. We should worry about ourselves first and foremost.
Let's go.
Come on, let's look for a way back above ground. Otherwise, this place is gonna end up our tomb too. Ooh, yeah. Good thinking, Morgana, but... For the majority of this palace, this is what I really like about it. Like, right now, we pretty much understand the general concept of infiltrating a palace, right? It doesn't really introduce too much that's, like, completely different, but the architecture of this place is just so, like, not run-of-the-mill. It's so goddamn enjoyable. I freaking love it. We got the Cavern Snake Man, aka the Naga. You know what? Naga, get over here. I'm gonna kick you in the... I like how she kicks, too, even though she doesn't really have to, so... One minor criticism, and I know I said, yeah, this is, like, the smallest of nitpicks, but... Naga are not, Egyptian at all. They are Indian, if I recall correctly. Don't really know what they're doing here, but oh well. They couldn't really make enough, like, Egyptian enemies to really fit the motif. At least it's somewhat near Egypt. It's over in Asia. India, that is. Egypt, I understand, is in Africa. I know my geology to some extent. I mean, I really don't, though, but, you know. The thing that really sucks about my education, and I know I can't, like, blame everything on, like, oh, the school I went to, because that's just, like, that's just a dumb way of thinking, like, you know. But I really never got to take world history ever again since, like, the 6th grade. And that was, like, my real introduction to, like, all these different, like, other cultures and stuff. And I loved it so much. That was, like, my, like, bastion of hope, at least in 6th grade. Like, 6th grade was really, like, rough for me specifically. Like, for the majority of elementary school, I had a single friend, and that was my boy. I still talk to him pretty much every day. Like, we're still best friends, like, even since the 2nd grade. And no, I'm just gonna kill you. Sorry, buddy. I hope that doesn't disappoint you. Not my best friend, I'm saying the Sandman. But, yeah, so 6th grade was really, bad for me. Like, meeting friends was really difficult, so it really affected my studies, except one class, and that was world history, because I tried so goddamn hard in that class. Mostly because what we were studying was something I was actually interested in, which was, well, world history. And I knew I forgot a jar. So, the thing that kept me so, like, hooked in world history was actually the study of ancient Egypt. At the time, I always heard stories and stuff and brief glances in, like, social studies classes, but never did I really come to understand how, like, intense the culture of ancient Egypt was until, like, a specific class. And we had this, like, we watched all these documentaries. It was, like, for a month straight. There was 4 of them every Friday. I looked forward to it so much. It was just, like, talking about how the Egyptians, they built all this stuff, the culture, all the gods. And that is really what piqued my interest in mythology. And I guess, in a way, like, SMT as a whole. So I actually have the Egyptians to thank a lot for at least, like, introducing me indirectly to my favorite RPG franchise. Yeah, I mean, it pretty much is now. People say, like, okay, I say to myself that, like, I still think Final Fantasy VI is the best game ever made, RPG-wise, but will Persona 5 top that? It's getting close, I'll tell you that. But yeah, I really look back on it, I'm like, wow, that's really where it all started. Like, specifically one thing really stuck for me about all of these, like, documentaries that I would watch. There was this one guy, right? And oh, we got Recarm, that actually revives people. Holy crud, that is really nice to get early on, or specifically here. But this one guy and his expedition crew, they entered this cursed tomb. And I can't recall it because these are secondhand facts from a 6th grader. And I'm not in 6th grade no more. I don't know if y'all can tell, but yeah, they were constantly told, do not enter this tomb. And the second they did, the exhibition leader was, like, bitten by a mosquito. And he just contracted an illness that, like, could not be cured. The rumor was that, like, it just straight out killed him. Holy crud. That, to this day, like, sticks with me. I don't honestly believe in the occult or the supernatural, even in the slightest. Like, a lot of my friends do, and it's like, come on, dude, you gotta believe in ghosts a little bit. I'm like, no, I actually don't. And crap, I got spotted. Go away! You can't come down here! There you go. Makoto's just like, ignore me, please. I don't know if you can even see her. So the very top right next to the mummy, but yeah, I don't know. I still to this day find it really interesting. So much, in fact, I wish I could take some college courses to, you know, actually, no, I don't want to take any more college courses, goddamn. But history and world history, especially American history, is always something I've been incredibly fond of, but yeah, I don't know. We're finding some, like, extra enemies. I don't just mind, like, talking, but I really gotta, like, appreciate the, attention to detail in this area. Like, obviously in a lot of media, right, like, there's a couple things that highlight, like, ancient Egypt stuff and really exaggerate things. And obviously this is going to exaggerate a bit too, seeing as it's a palace, it's not supposed to be like 1-to-1, but based on what I've seen in like art books and stuff, or not art books, but like history books, this is pretty darn realistic to a roof of a pyramid. And I goddamn love that attention to detail. I don't know if like a team at Atlas actually went to Egypt to study it or not. I really doubt that, but still, that'd be really freaking cool. Just throwing that out there. And I want to make sure not to have my alert up too much, because god dang, we've been getting seen a lot. But yeah, ancient Egypt's always pretty cool. Man, do I really want to admit this in a video? I guess I might as well. Already started talking about it. Get in there, Yusuke. Holy crud. So, I don't know about you guys, but when I was a little kid, not a little kid, I was like 7th grade, right? I started formulating my own narrative. Like, I was gonna make a book, you know, just for fun. I wasn't like too serious about it. Mostly because I lacked any realistic skills at writing at all. Keep in mind, I was in 7th grade. I wasn't gonna write the next Macbeth, you know. I had this idea about, and this is super creepy to think about in hindsight, given, like, what SMT is practically based on, but, I had this idea that, like, these people were reincarnation of gods. There was a male who was actually Osiris, which is, like, one of my favorite Egyptian gods, even though he's a little bit on the creepy side. We got Gale Cape, that's cool, produces wind. And I couldn't decide who the female protagonist would be. I kind of wanted it to be Athena, just because I had, like, a mini crush on a mythical god, right? Like, I don't know, I just thought she was really cool. But then I was like, I don't really know, because she's kind of like a little too stoic, right? The character wouldn't really make a ton of sense, but man, I'm really just... Yusuke is so low HP, how'd I let that happen? But yeah, I really wanted to make this, like, book series about these individuals who were reincarnations of actual gods, and how, like, the idea that they could actually, like, do things that the gods could do. Like, the guy, like, Osiris's, like, ability was, like, legit. You just couldn't kill him, like, ever, right? And I thought that was kind of cool. Obviously, as a main character, though, that would be an incredibly boring power, because that removes all suspense. But you know what? Hey, I was just getting started in the art world, and is that all of the, mini treasures? I think so. We're still aiming to grab a, Oh, yes, we go! Oh my gosh, that is literally the craziest timing ever. Holy cow. I cannot believe that. And I forgot the Stone of Scone's weakness. Crap. Thank goodness we don't live in ancient Egypt and have access to computers, because the Stone of Scone is weak to curse damage. Get him, Matador! Heck yeah! And now it will join us. Please join. Yeah, my existence shall become a new part of you. Holy crud. That is like stupidly weird coincidences. The same, like, breath that I was talking about the Stone of Scone, or at least the, you know, treasure demon for this play. I always forget their names. We get it. God dang, that's nuts. Let's get rid of Silky, because I can just resummon her. That is really lucky, and I also need to keep, like, reminding myself the weakness of these enemies, so I don't have to stop every time, but... Yeah, I can never really decide on, like, how the character arc would work. I was really, inspired by the X-Men and how, like, you know, the conflict of, oh, they're super powered, but they're also freaks, you know? Like, I wanted that to, like, eventually be, like, an arc in my made-up fictional story, which, I don't know, I had a lot of aspiration to be, like, some kind of, like, writer and artist, and it's kind of weird how I just fell out of that, because, I don't know, I don't really feel I'm that creative anymore. Like, a lot of my really good ideas definitely stemmed from when I was a kid. I guess because, like, the type of media I consume now is very different. Like, it's not a big a mix nowadays. Maybe that's why. And hey, is that an exit? Kind of surprised how close it ended up being. Thank God. Finally get out of here. This was all around a horrible experience. Sounding like it's a hotel. Horrible experience. There were ants and sand everywhere, and there was a dog that tried to kill us. I did not like it. Morgana's review of... Oh, god dang it, man. I'm being so bad about this, but... Yeah, keeping with the theme of the dog enemies always being beasts, we have the Chanting Baboon, who is my favorite persona ever. Thoth, not really. But he's a really cool Egyptian god, and he has access to almighty attacks, which go through everything. Holy crud, I don't want to deal with that, so let's take this guy down. He is weak to psychic magic, I'm pretty darn sure. Yes, he is. I don't know why I did that with Matador, and I could have did it with Shikioji, but whatever. This guy, you do not want to mess with. He has Mind Charge, which will increase his attacks by a lot, but hey, he's really susceptible to, like, status effects, so you can just go with that, and you should be fine, right? Yeah, you'll be okay. No worries, so... So far, we're doing good, and man, I didn't even talk about Yusuke's new katana. I feel so bad I'm not, like, showing off the really, really cool weapons that this game has to offer, but the sad thing is, you just really don't need them. Like, they're just there, in my opinion, for, like, aesthetics. Like, you get them to look cool, right? Right now, they don't really have, like, amazing stats on them, so there's not really too big a, like, reason to go grab them, but yeah, seriously, now that I got that treasure demon out of the way, I can miss treasures and not freak out, because I'm still trying to complete the compendium. I don't know if I'm going to manage to do that in video, but... Oh, hello. Didn't see it there. Oh, crud, we're in danger, but it's really easy enemies, so it shouldn't be a problem. You're going to use Makakaja, which, Ma Rakukaja, not Ma... You know what I said, shut the heck up. I can't talk today, I don't know why, but... He knocked our leader down. That's kind of annoying. Should probably heal him up with Makoto's turn, that just makes sense, but that skill is kind of dangerous, because now it's going to be way more difficult to hit them all, but at the same time, it still doesn't really matter, because, yeah, we have their weakness, and they can't really deal with that. Like, as long as you don't have a super glaring weakness to, like, a lot of things in this game, like, you just fuse personas that have a single weakness, and you're leveling up your confidence a decent amount. It is hard to lose a Persona game. Unless this is your first SNT experience. And if it is, hey, ignore me, man. Just play at your own pace. Whatever difficulty, it's all good. But yeah, since we got Morgana, we should be fine. Let's mind slice it up. Ooh, didn't really do super hot there. Magaru should finish him off, though. Yeah, we're looking fine. We're looking fine, but... Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's fun for me just to, like, talk about my own personal experiences. I don't want, like, this specific walkthrough to be like, hey, let me talk about myself and how great I am, because... Man, have you ever read a book that is, like, obvious that the character in it is a self-insert character of the author? Oh my gosh, it is just the most embarrassing thing in the world, but... Hey, we found an exit! God dang, that's good! Because now we can get to the Velvet Room and fuse up a new persona. Also escape the dungeon. That's nice too, and we made it out. Dang, it's hot though! My body's all sweaty. What is up with you and your butt, Ryuji? At least we have secured our escape route. And finally go about exploring this place now. Let's use this as an entrance from here forward. It should be more stable than the front. Yeah, with all those traps and stuff. Jeez. But yeah, real quick, we're gonna run to the Velvet Room since we're in the theme of talking about Egyptian gods, etc. Why don't we fuse one up? One of my favorite Egyptian gods, actually. Or should I say goddesses? You should already know if you watch these videos who we're about to summon. Or maybe you don't. I don't know. I guess I really don't talk about her that much. But so we're going to fuse someone new. And yeah, I don't think I've done this recently. Might as well go ahead and do it now. And I really need to get rid of Saki Mitama. Its price is just going to keep going up higher and higher. But let's fuse by results. So we're probably level. We are currently... Oh, dude, we can almost fuse him. Crud, I want to make that persona. But oh well. I guess we'll get to him eventually. The persona we will be fusing today is the Priestess Arcana's very own Isis, who, I think personally fits the Empress Arcana a fair bit more, but I guess I needed some for the Priestess Arcana. She is fantastic, gets really good skills, and since we have Makoto's Confidant at rank 5, gonna get a decent amount of EXP. Also, she has really high magic, which is something we're actually gonna be using a fair amount in here, and we're also gonna pass on Mahama. It's an insta-kill attack. We haven't really shown those off yet, but hey, hopefully I can do that soon. And, do I really want Dodge Ice? I mean, it's not super helpful here, but maybe I'm pass that on to someone else later down the line and cover up their weakness. So, Isis is a very interesting character in the world of ancient Egyptian gods. I must say, though, she looks very stunning, and I'm Isis. You are the one who rests on the throne of this world. My mask is proof of that fact. Oh, so flattering. So yeah, she's like a bird thing, and she's cool, and she's usually very strong in these video games. Her luck stat's a little horrible, but hey, she gets Zyanga, which is really what I needed. And let's get rid of Resist Forget, because that's not really helpful. She gets Garula. So right now, she has Zyanga, Agilao, and Sio. Holy crud, she has so much goddamn coverage for magic. And you could only dream of something like that in the PS2 games of SMT, but we might as well actually just check out her, like, compendium, like, part, because, I don't know, while we're learning about Egyptian stuff, might as well keep, you know, with the flow of that, and yeah, just ones I have, so let's check out, and might as well look at the, treasure demon we got as well, but let's check it out. So, Osiris's wife, who we were just talking about, as well as his younger sister. Yeah, that's kind of why I didn't want to go with the Osiris thing. Upon the death of her husband, she revived him with her incredible magic power. Isis has seen many grave sites as the guardian goddess of the dead. Yeah. She can also do the chicken dance a little bit if you keep mashing it. I don't know. I think that's cool, but yeah, she's one of my more favorite, like, Kaneko designs. Just, 'cause her face is very pretty. I'll be honest, Kaneko, very good at that. Let's look at the Stone of Scones background. Also known as the Stone of Destiny, it's a stone used in the coronations of Scotland's monarchs. Legend says it's the stone linked to angels. You say so. Yeah, not necessarily like a gem, but it's still something very valuable. Well, I guess it's still a rock, right? But yeah, now that we have her on our side, and we've discovered this little shortcut. Normally I would save, but man, we gonna be fine. I ain't afraid of nothing. Now we can head back inside of this area and get started. So now that we have that shortcut, a mini boss will be unlocked, and the sheer amount of mini bosses in this palace, I love that so much. It reminds me of other SMT games. And I know I can't seem to shut up about SMT games while playing an SMT game. What can I say? I love this franchise to death. Anyways, now this passageway will be open, which was previously blocked by these giant spears. Hello there, sir. How are you? And hold on. There's something ahead. That there is. Hi there, Mr. Buff Mummin. Look how tranquil it is. It appears to be different from the shadow we've encountered prior. Alright. You ain't gotta get freaked out about it. Come on, let's beat its butt. Heck yeah, here we go. Brace yourselves. This is definitely no normal enemy. In fact, it's a pretty memorable boss and foolish grave robbers. You've enraged the guardian of this palace. Hence, there will be no path forward for you. Oh no! It's the demon, Mott. You might be tricked into thinking that it's Egyptian, but no, it's actually Semitic origin. Yeah, kinda cool. And he has the best ability in the whole goddamn game. He can turn us to rats.
We have to help her.
That sucks. It really does, but oh well, what are you gonna do? So let's bust out our new persona. Where on earth is she? There she goes. She's still a little bit lower than I'd like, but hey, she's still gonna kick some butt, specifically in this fight, because Mott is weak to wind attacks, so let's all out attack him. So yeah, you're not gonna have one party member for this whole fight if he keeps like turning them into rats, but it's not a big deal. You can still tear through this guy until he calls for reinforcements. And we're actually really lucky he decided to do that to Makoto. And can I use Mapatra? No, I can't. Crud. So we need an item to cleanse the rat element, and I love that they went with rats. I don't know. It feels very French to me, with all the other French things going on. And no, I'm not referencing Disney movies. Just, it's kind of cool is all I'm getting at. And, oh yeah, something... God dang it. Ma will always be that one character in SMT games, specifically Nocturne, that is very infamous and disliked for a variety of reasons. But, should we baton pass to Yusuke? I think that's a good idea. Let's baton pass to him. Use a Bafula, because if I recall correctly, this should give me still another move in this. Is that the first time I've seen that? Holy crud, that looks amazing. And then we can use an all-out attack. So, as long as you know the weaknesses of the mini-bosses, holy crud, are they, like so easy. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe giving them all weaknesses, or at least in this stage of the game, was a bad idea. I mean, not a bad idea, but you know what I mean. They're kind of easy. That's all I'm getting at. Let's just keep it up, though, just routine. And I love the pun when they get rattled. That is what it's called. Rad-old. It's so freaking funny, dude. Can't rattle me again, because I'm already a rat. And now I'm back. I'm gonna hit you, sarcophagus. I have this, like, really bad... Okay, I'm not gonna talk about that, but... No, I might as well say it. I already started. God dang it, we missed. Whatever. Sarcophagus and sarcophagus are two words I will often mix up for comedic effects and play it off like, I'm so silly. I knew what I meant. I did not know what I meant. So those words have always been a problem for me. I don't really know why. And if I ever want to have a future in voice work, probably should start working on that, huh? On the slithering snake woman. Oh, we haven't even encountered her yet. I haven't even talked about Lamia. Yet again, not a specific enemy of, like, Egyptian origin. She's actually Greek. Don't know why they chose her here. I guess sort of fitting with the Indiana Jones motif of snakes. Why'd it have to be snakes? I don't know. I think that's so kind of cool. She's really slow. Like really, really slow. I don't like her at all. She's in fact pretty darn weak. At least like talking about a persona, but she's not bad. In past like S&T games, they try to work her into like the whole like, oh yeah, she can use status effects, dude. The status effects were really low in like Persona 3 and 4. Like they would rarely ever hit. Something they really fixed in this game. And alright, we got the tanned leather. And yeah, Mott's a little bit easier than he was than the last time I fought him. And oh man, Hecate getting Tentarafu. Really a really good skill. Way better than Dormina. I'll definitely gate that. And, ambient aid. Increase success rate of... Oh my gosh, that is so good. On is just so perfect for what I need her to be doing, man. I'm looking forward to using those skills soon. And alright, we managed to scrape through that somehow. Let's keep it up and head for the treasure. Should make sure we don't get reckless, though. So to proceed one step at a time. Yeah, that's true. So, we're doing pretty good so far. I mean, we already got the treasure demon for this palace. I can't even, like, state... Was that a QR code? God, that's fine. It was! I'm, like, freaking out. I never noticed that before, but we are just getting started here inside the pyramid. I want to thank you all so much for watching and listening to my strange babblings about me shipping Osiris and Athena. I don't know what that was all about, but, now you know. Anyways, in the next episode of Persona 5, we're diving deeper inside of the pyramid. So see you guys then. Bye.